It's your boy JB, aka the King of Soul, and today we got some Jordan 4s to look at. The Air Jordan 4 Retro. Now this is the collaboration with Union LA. This is that green and gray colorway. Before we get into the review, do me a favor. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. If you do dig the content, also hit that share button. These videos that we do on this channel are strictly for review purposes. So if you do happen to have any questions or comments, definitely feel free to drop those down below. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into the review. So this sneaker does come in a pretty different, box than we would expect from any other Air Jordan 4. Now on the box lid, it is yellow here. You do have some hands here with the Union LA brand in here. The bottom portion of the box is all blue, but if you do a 360 around the box, you will see more of that Jordan brand in there in white. The bottom portion of the box, nothing too special going on. It's just all blue. Now you do have some Nike branding, copyright information, and then of course you do have this Jordan brand in here with the Union LA logo in white. And for those that do care about that, there you go. Now the box label on the sneaker does read Air Jordan 4 Retro. The colorway says gray, green, earth yellow, and then letter J. Now when you do open the box, now up underneath it is all blue here. I don't see like any stamps or anything like that. Now this time around they did give us this wax paper here, and it does look like it has like an overhead view of Michael Jordan. And this wax paper here. The sneaker did come double wrapped, so up underneath you are met with this white wax paper here. From there you are met with the sneaker itself. Now this collaboration with Union LA, they did have 4 different colorways that did come along with this pack here. Highly sought after sneaker, a little bit different than what you would expect from any other Air Jordan 4, but I'm gonna take my time with this review to kind of go over the materials and things like that they did swap out for this particular sneaker. Definitely glad to get this one in the collection again. Wanted this for quite some time, but let's go ahead and jump right into it. And again, this is the collaboration with Union LA on the Air Jordan 4. So we're going to take a look at the right sneaker like we always do. Now from first observation, the sneaker does look like what you would expect from any other Air Jordan 4. Now first and foremost, they do have a more low profile cut up here on the lateral side of the sneaker. If you do look around the ankle collar of the sneaker, they do have this hit of blue. Smack dead in the middle, they do have, this netting material and this kind of cream color. Up underneath, they do have that nylon mesh material. If you do look closely here, they did add this yellow tag here, and it does have the UN LA for Union LA the brand. They did give us this semi-translucent triangular wing here, and they did go ahead and give us this same color for the crown here that's attached to. Going towards the bottom, they did give us this lace crown here in green. The entire upper portion of the sneaker is composed of this new suede material here, and then it did actually give us some hits of this rib kind of nylon mesh material here, if you will, and they do have more here over on this side, and that's kind of a brownish kind of gray color there. But the suede that's on the sneaker, it is in that gray color, and they do have some stitching going throughout the entire upper. The midsole of the sneaker is in this cream color here. They did go ahead and give us that cut out there, so you do have your air bubble there, and that is standard with most Air Jordan 4 sneakers. And that's pretty much it on the lateral side of the sneaker. Going towards the front toe box area, so you do have more of that nylon mesh material here for the toe box area. They did give us this gray suede here, for the mud guard here. Of course, it does have some stitching, and that gray stitching is kind of consistent throughout the entire the entire sneaker. The tongue area of the sneaker, you are met with more of that gray suede material here. The tongue of the sneaker going up 3/4 of the way, you do have more of that rib kind of netting material here with the nylon mesh up underneath. The sneaker did come pre-laced, and they did give us these flat gray laces here, and it does kind of have these hit of blue here. The tongue of the sneaker is a little bit different than what you would expect from any other Air Jordan 4. Now it is like, you know, kind of, if you look closely, they did kind of fold it in half. And you do have this blue tag up top, and it does have the Air Jordan text there in white up underneath. Now this portion here is stitched in, and I'll try to get a close up on the B-roll images there, but they do have this black Union LA tag up underneath. You can kind of cut this here if you would like. I've seen where like some people have cut that and like, you know, kind of like flatten the tongue upward to kind of give it like more of a high profile look, but I'm gonna keep mine how it is. The back of the tongue here, it is like, you know, cream, just like, you know, the tongue of the sneaker. The inside of the sneaker is all blue, just like, you know, the ankle collar of the sneaker. And they did give us these yellow insoles, and it does have the Jordan and Union LA branding there in that kind of sky blue color there. And that's pretty much it for the front of the sneaker. They did give us some secondary lace options here, and they did give us like, you know, that hit of gold here. The medial side of the sneaker, pretty much what you expect from any other Air Jordan 4. So you do have this triangular wing here that is in that kind of semi-translucent, you know, clear color there. Same color for the lace crown here. You do have another green lace crown there over on this side. In the mid portion, you do have more of that netting material with the nylon mesh material showing up underneath. And then other than that, you are met with more of that nylon mesh material, and of course, like, you know, more of that gray suede. The midsole of the sneaker is cream, just like the other side. And then of course, you do have that cutout just like on the other side of the sneaker. Going towards the back. Now, one thing that I was happy about with this release here, they did give us this pull tab with the Nike branding here on the back, and it is in that, you know, kind of sky blue color there. You are met with more of that gray suede material, and of course it is like stitched in here, and you can see more of that nylon mesh material here on the back as well. Pull tab bounces back just like it should, and then you do have like, you know, that cream showing from the you know, the midsole on the back here as well. Bottom portion of the sneaker, just like any other Air Jordan 4, but they did keep it consistent with the colors. So up top, herringbone traction throughout the entire bottom, just like any other Air Jordan 4. For the most part, it's predominantly cream, but they did give us this hit of, you know, green up top with the herringbone traction. Smack dead in the middle, you do have like, you know, a hit of gold to match the laces there. And they did give us that Nike branding there in blue. And that's pretty much it on this release here. Now, the left sneaker, just like the other sneaker, everything is consistent. They did keep it simple. They didn't switch anything over on this side here. So of course you do have the Nike branding there on the back. The tag is the same. The insole is as well. Yeah, man, pretty solid sneaker. Definitely glad to get this one in the collection. If I were to rate this sneaker, definitely want to give this one a solid 10 out of 10. I feel like out of the 4 combo pack that this sneaker came with, I feel like this may be my number 2. I feel like that pink pair that they have, and I do have that in my collection as well, but this will probably be like number 2 on the list if I was to rank these. The black pair will probably be like the 3rd after that. The sneaker does fit just like any other Air Jordan 4 sneaker. One thing that I want to keep in mind, understand, like, you know what, Jordan 4 is just the pinky toe killer, so it definitely has the slope. But yeah, man, excellent sneaker. I do recommend sticking true to size on these. I don't foresee a reason for you to want to go up or down, you know, a half size on these. Sizing, well, comfort is just like any other Air Jordan 4, nothing to brag about. But yeah, man, definitely want to take the time to shout out the vendor who gifted this sneaker on the channel to review for you guys. But I definitely encourage you guys to stay engaged like always. I can be reached on all social media platforms. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, even here on YouTube. Everything is at the King of Soul. But before we go, I'm gonna hit you guys with a 360 like I always do. But there you go, Air Jordan 4 Retro. And again, this is the collaboration with Union, and this is that green and gray colorway. So there's the front of the sneaker. There's the lateral side of the right, lateral side of the left. There's your bottom, and of course it does have, like, you know, the stars like it should. There's the medial side of the sneaker. And then there's the rear. Yeah, but I definitely want to thank you guys for taking the time to tune in like always. But until next time, see you later.